Hey guys, thanks for joining the Hairbow Master today. We are going to be making a felt rose. And we just need a few supplies. We need these stencils. This is for the flower petals. It has 8 of these. Also, this is one's for the leaves. And I will link the patterns to these down in the description. We're going to need 4 of this one and 2 of this one, and I just use a Sharpie to trace around them, and then I cut inside of the lines so you can't see the black lines. Need a pair of scissors, of course, and then a hot glue gun. That's all we need. So trace out 4 of the flower ones and 2 of these, and then go ahead and cut them out. So I'm going to go ahead and cut mine out right now. Okay, now that we've got all of our pieces cut out, we've got 4 of these and 2 of these. So we're going to start on the petals. What we're going to do is on each one, we're going to start out with cutting out just one of these petals from where it creases or where it dips in right here to the center. So you cut out 1, set those aside. Now we're going to cut out 2. And they don't have to be perfect, so you can just eyeball them. Keep those pieces. But now we're going to cut out 3 of them. 1, 2, 3. And then now we're going to cut it in half because there's 4 on each side. Okay, and this extra one here, you're actually not going to need that, so we can toss that aside. So now we have all the pieces we need. So, starting in order, we'll start with the one that we cut 1 out of. We're going to take our glue gun, run a little bit of glue right along the very edge of it, and glue that together. And then we're going to do the same thing for all of the rest of the pieces. And to make these a little bit easier, you can also fold it like this and line it up first and then hold it at the very end here, let it kind of fall open and put the glue inside, and then just tap it back down like that, because as they get smaller they get a little bit harder to just fold by hand. For example, this one that's in half is not very easy, so you can go ahead and pre-fold this one. And since we're going to trim down this middle, you don't have to get the glue all the way into the end. Then we got the final piece now. We're basically just going to kind of roll this one and then put a little bit of glue in it here. There we go. Okay, so what we're going to do with these is we're going to start with the bigger one and we're going to glue them inside of each other. So this first one, you just put a touch of the glue in there and push this one in there. And I like to make these seams a little offset so they're not all lined up. Now for the next biggest one, because these are going to start stacking up, we're going to start trimming off the bottom. So on this one, we're just going to trim off a little bit, and then you just put the glue just kind of around the edges there, and then stick it in there. And let's see, this one goes next. So we'll trim off about the same, maybe a touch more. Stick that in there. Oops. And we'll just do this all the way to the very last one. At this point, if you wanted to, you could buy some of the stamens from the floral department and just put those in there. Or you can use our little centerpiece that we made and just stick that in there. It's up to you. Depends on how you want it to look. Okay, so now we have our flower done. and all we have to do is glue on the leaves to the bottom, and this will make this back part a little bit flatter that way, so you can put like a hair clip thing on there. So we'll put some glue in the center and just stick our flower on it. And then one more. And you can offset these so they kind of sit in between the other leaves like that. And now you can kind of squish it in the center there, and you can see it makes a nice flat bottom to put a hair clip on, or you can just glue it into the center of a bow and use it as your centerpiece. But that's it. Simple as that. Now we have this beautiful rose. So good job today, guys. Thank you for joining the Hair Bow Master, and we'll see you again in the next video.